Small Stories from Life Part 1. Here is the first story, Happiness is the Path You Are On. Many of us put off enjoying our happiness indefinitely, not that we notice it, but we often convince ourselves that one day we will be happy. We tell ourselves that we will be happy when the bills are paid, when we finish school, when we find the job we want, when we get a promotion and so on. We convince ourselves that life will be better after we get married and have children, and then we feel depressed when the children are not old enough. When they are older we will be more satisfied. Then we feel depressed when we have to face puberty. We will surely be happy when we get through that stage. We tell ourselves that life will be perfect if our spouse improves in some way, if we get a nicer car, if we can take a wonderful vacation, if we retire, and so on. And so on and so forth, while life moves forward to the truth that there is no better time than right now to enjoy happiness. Andre Susan says that for a long time I always thought that my meaningful life was about to begin. However, there were always obstacles, some things to overcome, some unfinished business, some time to spend, debts to pay, and so on. And only after completing them, life would begin. But in the end I realized, those obstacles were my life. This perspective helped us understand that there is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path you are on. Here we end this story.
Followed by the second story, Do Good. If you want your life to be peaceful, doing good deeds and keeping your mind at peace is an effective way. To achieve that, you can do anything, but small good deeds can bring you a sense of satisfaction in being a kind and useful person. My family lives in a rural area of the San Francisco Bay Area, and we almost always have access to beautiful natural scenery. However, the only thing that bothers me is the trash that people still conveniently throw out the windows when driving on country roads. Meanwhile, in a rural area like this, public services such as garbage collection are not as popular and convenient as in other places. Ignoring that or helping to keep the small neighborhood clean, I often collect trash with my daughters around the area where we live. This work has become so routine that my children sometimes shout with excitement, "Mom, stop the car, there's trash on the road." And when it's convenient, we will pull over and pick up a piece of trash. It sounds a bit exaggerated, but we really enjoy it. We pick up trash in the park, on the sidewalk, and almost everywhere. Once, we saw a stranger also picking up trash in the area where we live. He smiled at me. I saw him doing this and it seemed like an interesting job. There are many small things that you can do to contribute to that community. It can be visiting the lonely elderly in the nursing home, helping a child cross the road, or picking up a piece of trash on the street. Think of useful things that you can do, because they not only make you feel good but also set a good example for others. Here we end this story.
Followed by the third story, Receiving Criticism. We are very sensitive to criticism. Even if it is a passing comment, we react as if it is extremely serious and try to justify ourselves. However, criticism is actually just a way for others to judge us when observing our actions or the way we think. It may not be consistent with what we judge ourselves, but we actually feel more hurt if we react. Comments are made in a hasty and hot-tempered way. We feel attacked, and from there arise the need to defend ourselves or fight back. Our mind is filled with anger or doubt. Such reactions take a lot of our mental energy. A simple but effective way is to listen with goodwill and maybe agree with the criticism directed at you. On the one hand, it helps you look back at your nature in a more comprehensive way. On the other hand, it also trains you to be calm in all problems, and you will discover many interesting things. Sometimes other people's comments are not meant to refute you but only want to contribute to your betterment. Here we would like to end this story.
Followed by the fourth story, Live Peacefully. One of the main reasons why many people choose to live fast is the fear that if they live leisurely and slowly, they will find it difficult to achieve their goals. They will become lazy and lose their motivation to act. But the truth is not like that. That way of thinking and living will take away a lot of energy and drain our creativity as well as our motivation to live. When you are afraid or lose your temper, you are holding back your potential. You will not be able to fully enjoy your life. You succeed because you are not afraid of anything, not because you are afraid of failure, so you have to try to succeed. I am lucky to be with people who know how to live peacefully and lovingly. They are famous authors, respected parents, consultants, computer experts, or successful CEOs. All of them are from different fields but love the work they have chosen. They find joy and peace in their lives, in their own careers, with the abilities they are gifted with. I have learned an important lesson that only when you have peace in your soul, you will not be distracted by other unreasonable desires, needs and aspirations, and only then will you easily focus your energy and mind to achieve the goals you are aiming for, as well as live in harmony and share with those around you. Here we would like to end this story.
Followed by the fifth story, help others shine. The human soul is very strange when you act not for the praise of others but just want them to shine. An indescribable deep feeling will appear inside you when you make others shine, you will also shine. The need to be noticed as much as possible is a rather large ego of each of us. That ego always says, look at me, my story is much more interesting than yours, my work is more important than yours. That is the ego that wants to be recognized, listened to, respected and treated specially. Not only that, it also urges us to interrupt others or wait impatiently for our turn to speak or drag the whole story through ourselves. More or less, most of us have this bad habit of suddenly interrupting and dragging the story through ourselves. You can reduce the other person's interest in sharing, at the same time creating a distance between you and them, at which point both of you become losers. On the contrary, when you encourage others and help them shine with questions like "that's great" or "please tell me more," the person you are talking to will feel much happier because you are willing to listen. They will not feel like they have to fight with you, so they will feel more comfortable being with you and sharing more with you. Of course, there are times when we need to exchange personal experiences with each other and share in honor and in mutual care, not just one-sided. This is certainly the opposite of the intention to take away the glory of others, and the magic is when you no longer want to take the glory from others. The attention you always wanted will be replaced by confidence in yourself. Here we would like to end this story. Thank you for listening. Hello and see you again in Small Stories of Life Part 2.